The harmattan wind whipped across the plains of Umuofia, carrying whispers of dust and the scent of dry grass. Okonkwo, a man whose strength was as legendary as his temper, surveyed his parched yam fields with a grimace. The sun beat down mercilessly, turning the earth to cracked clay. This year, the rains had been stingy, and famine threatened the land. Okonkwo's eldest daughter, Nkechi, watched her father from the doorway of their obi. She was a girl of quiet strength, her eyes reflecting the wisdom of the elders, though she was barely 16. Unlike her brothers, who grumbled about the impending hardship, Nkechi possessed a spirit of resilience, inherited from her mother, who had taught her the value of hard work and patience. "Father," she said softly, approaching him. The diviner spoke of a sacred grove beyond the Whispering Falls, where the spirits hold the secret of the magic seeds. Seeds that can flourish even in the driest season. Okonkwo scoffed. "Magic seeds? Are you telling me stories, girl, when our yams are withering in the fields? I have no time for such fanciful tales." He turned away, his broad shoulders slumped in despair. Nkechi, however, was undeterred. She had heard the whispers too, the hushed stories of the grove and its power. The desperation in her father's eyes fueled her resolve. That night, under the watchful gaze of the moon, she slipped out of the obi, a small gourd filled with water and some roasted plantains, her only provisions. The journey to the Whispering Falls was arduous. The path wound through thick forest, where the darkness was alive with the sounds of nocturnal creatures. Thorns tore at her clothes, and her bare feet grew sore, but Nkechi pressed on, her heart filled with hope. She remembered the words of her grandmother, "Diligence is the key that unlocks the door to blessings." After what seemed like an eternity, she reached the Whispering Falls. The water cascaded down the rocks, creating a misty veil that shimmered in the moonlight. Beyond the falls, nestled amongst ancient trees, was the sacred grove. A sense of awe washed over Nkechi as she stepped into the grove. The air was thick with the scent of herbs and damp earth, and an otherworldly glow emanated from the center. In the heart of the grove, she saw them, seeds unlike any she had ever seen. They shimmered with an inner light, pulsating with a life of their own. As she reached out to take them, a deep voice echoed through the grove. "What do you seek, mortal?" Nkechi's heart pounded in her chest, but she stood her ground. "I seek the magic seeds," she replied, her voice trembling slightly. "My people are suffering. Our crops are failing, and famine threatens our village. I beg the spirits to have mercy and grant me these seeds, so I can save my family and my community." The voice was silent for a moment. Then, it spoke again. "The seeds are powerful, but they are not given freely. They are a reward for diligence, for unwavering commitment. Prove yourself worthy, and the spirits will bestow their gift upon you." Nkechi was given 3 trials. First, she had to weave a basket strong enough to hold the weight of 10 palm kernels using only grass found within the grove, and she had to complete it before sunrise. Second, she had to fetch water from the Whispering Falls and fill a large clay pot without spilling a single drop, using only a leaf. And third, she had to separate a mound of mixed millet and guinea corn into 2 distinct piles, grain by grain, before the first crow of dawn. These tasks seemed impossible, but Nkechi did not despair. She remembered her grandmother's words about diligence. She worked tirelessly, her small hands moving with incredible speed and precision. She used her intelligence to overcome the challenges. For the basket, she studied the way weaver birds built their nest and replicated their technique. For the water, She observed how the leaves of certain plants could hold water and she found the perfect one to use. For the grains, she sang a song her mother taught her, a song about patience, and with each grain she separated, she visualized her village and her family. As the first rays of dawn touched the horizon, Nkechi had completed all 3 tasks. Exhausted but triumphant, she stood before the spirits. The deep voice spoke once more. You have proven yourself worthy, child. Your diligence and your unwavering spirit have earned you the gift of the magic seeds. Nkechi's heart swelled with gratitude. She gathered the shimmering seeds, carefully placing them in her gourd. As she turned to leave, the voice echoed one last time. Remember, child, the seeds are only the beginning. They must be planted with care, nurtured with love, and tended with diligence. Only then will they yield their bounty. Nkechi returned to Umuofia, her face radiant with hope. She shared the magic seeds with her father, and together, they planted them in their fields. They worked tirelessly, watering the seeds, weeding the ground, and protecting them from pests. Nkechi's brothers, initially skeptical, were inspired by her dedication and joined in the work. As the weeks passed, the magic seeds sprouted and grew with astonishing speed. They flourished even under the harsh sun, their leaves a vibrant green against the parched earth. Soon, the fields were overflowing with healthy crops, promising a bountiful harvest. Okonkwo, who had initially dismissed the tale of the magic seeds as a fanciful story, was humbled by his daughter's courage and resilience. He realized that true strength wasn't just physical, but also about determination and faith. He embraced Nkechi, a rare display of affection, and acknowledged her wisdom. The harvest that year was the most abundant Umuofia had ever seen. The famine was averted, and the village rejoiced. Nkechi, the girl who dared to believe in the power of hard work, became a symbol of hope and inspiration for her community. Moral lesson: diligence and hard work are essential ingredients for success. Even when faced with seemingly impossible challenges, unwavering commitment and perseverance can bring forth extraordinary results. Like the magic seeds, opportunities may present themselves, but it is through consistent effort and dedication that we nurture them to fruition.